What's up, Tom here. Twins System Recap for Saturday, April 11th. Lots of action, lots of news today. Unfortunately, the only team to win was the Wind Surge, but they put a whooping down. Definitely some star-worthy performances there. The Twins, though, beat the Blue Jays in Toronto 7-4, thanks in part from a great performance from Joe Ryan, but a big home run from Trevor Larnach off a lefty. Also, the big news of this morning, in case you missed it, Andrew Morris, my prospect son, has been promoted to the Minnesota Twins. Didn't make his debut yet today. Didn't get in today's game, but it seems he's replacing Cody Lawyerson on the active roster, so it seems like he's going to be kind of some length out of the bullpen if needed. So, big deal. Andrew Morris, probably my favorite player to watch in the entire system these past few years. I'll overlay on top of this voiceover some video from his very first appearance on a Twin System Recap back in, I think, June of 2023. So, been watching that guy for a while. Really happy for him. Excited for Twins fans that don't pay as close attention to the minors to get a look at that guy and the kind of intensity he brings. So that's going to be really fun. Kendry Rojas also returned to the Saints. Same kind of deal. He did join the Saints, but he hasn't returned to make an appearance with them yet. Imagine that'll be happening before too long. And Walker Jenkins had the day off. Obviously, a guy we're always looking for. 3 stars of the day mentioned that Fort Myers had a big, Wichita had a big offensive day. Ben Ross, 3 for 5, double walk, 2 stolen bases, and drove in 2 runs. He's a guy off to a really nice start so far this year. 5th round pick back in 2022. A guy who was the Twins minor league defensive MVP among infielders in 2024. Plays a lot of shortstop, plays all over the place, really. Last year he has some pop in his bat, hit 14 homers, but a 671 OPS. So not really head turning there. Tonight was his 262nd AA game. But he has a 1,200 OPS so far this season. It's only been less than 10 games for AA, but very nice start for Ben Ross. Garrett Spain, a guy the Twins picked up in the minor league phase of the Rule 5 draft, who was in the Brewers system, which kind of makes sense. He's a very kind of Brewers-y type guy. Does a lot of things well, runs well. Garrett Spain has a little bit of AAA time, actually, but he's in AA with Wichita. 3 for 5 with a home run. Crushed that one. Very impressive from a guy who is not really known for his power. Also stole a base. 2 runs and 5 runs batted in for Garrett Spain in that big win for the Wind Surge today. But first star, Eli Jones, the guy who keeps popping up on these things. He had a great outing. Let's just pull up a little bit more on him. As you can see here, 7th round pick out of South Carolina. Last year's numbers with Fort Myers, not at all impressive. But this year, April 3rd, 5 innings, no runs, 4 strikeouts. April 7th, 5 innings, 2 runs, only 1 earned, 4 strikeouts. April 11th, today, 5 innings, 1 hit, 1 run, no walks, 4 strikeouts. He's got a 1.20 ERA, 0.44 whip, 12 strikeouts and 1 walk in 15 innings pitched this year. He's throwing 70% strikes through these first 3 outings, says Eli Jones. So a guy who's really put himself on the radar early here, pitching incredibly well for Cedar Rapids. So he takes the top star tonight. Honorable mentions, guys who didn't quite make it. This was a better group than usual. There was some good performances tonight. Brian Acuna and Ilber Herrera both played well for Fort Myers. Herrera's their shortstop. He had his first home run of the year. Kim Jiao also hit his first home run of the year. Also got hit by a pitch. That guy he's like a pitch magnet. Mike Paredes on the pitching side, pitching on 3 days rest. 4 innings, 1 run, 7 strikeouts. He'd done 4 innings and 7 strikeouts on Tuesday. Comes back and does it again on Saturday. This is kind of a experiment the Twins are doing with some guys, having them throw 4 innings every 4th day. Just kind of at 4 innings max. Not everybody's going to even get to that. But and then Zebby Matthews, who, is basically the Twins' 6th starter. We can kind of think of him as. Want to keep him stretched out. That's probably why Morris was promoted over Zebby. He goes 5 innings, 7 hits, 2 earned runs, no walks, 5 strikeouts. And, he hadn't been pitching well so far, Zebby. He was getting beat up pretty good. So he is, along with Acuna and Herrera, he is being added to the star player spreadsheet. And we now have 57 players on there already, and it's only April 11th. So, but let's just take a look at the top. Alan Roden and Kalen Culpepper are still sitting atop the list, but Eli Jones is now within kind of distance of them as the top pitcher. And then you see Ben Ross is also elevating himself up into the list as well. So just kind of some additional notes, guys, maybe you'd be looking for who didn't have great nights. Basically, the entire Saints lineup, I think they only got 2 hits. Emmanuel Rodriguez got one of them. Culpepper 0 for 4. Gonzalez 0 for 4. Eduardo Tait did get a hit and a walk. He's been off to a slow start of 594 OPS so far for the Kernels. And then Merrick Houston was 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts. So anyway, thanks for checking this one out. For more Twins prospect and draft coverage, go check out Limestone Pipeline, the Patreon project I have with Jamie Cameron. But thanks for checking this one out, and we'll talk again tomorrow.